Hello and welcome to the video. Thank you so much for checking this out. So I am the Cosmic Turtle, and this is part 2 for the DLC 2 for the Outer Worlds, Murder on Eridanos. As it's, as it suggests, as it easily points out in the title, we are investigating a murder on the new planet Eridanos. So the murder is, or the victim is this famous actress, Halcyon Helen, I think her name was. So we're just gonna be going for that basically. We just, what happened? We got attacked by bees. Basically, yeah. I don't remember exactly what happened. That's basically all I remember as of right now. But we're just gonna roll with it.
I understand there was an incident at the orchards. The pollination cycle began without my authorization. Fortunately, you managed to save most of the hive. The wasp-ketos are essential to the orchards, you see. Losing them would have cost us months of production.
Glad to be of service.
Something about this incident troubles me. The circumstances are suspicious. But let's concentrate on the matter at hand. Have you discovered anything?
Have I? Reach for a cigarette. The plot thickens, Administrator.
You have my attention.
Dr. Blossom is dead. Murdered by an unknown killer.
That's deeply upsetting. Dr. Leora Blossom was an extraordinary scientist and a friend. We have a murderer on the loose, Inspector. As if the death of Halcyon Helen wasn't enough of a blow to our facility.
She was in trouble when I found her. The other workers had turned violent.
Her commitment to her NDA was admirable. I'll make sure to accelerate the payout of her death benefits to her next of kin.
Oh, so kind of you. Let's not leap to conclusions. I don't know who's behind her death. All I know is she recognized the killer.
Interesting. The Rizzo's family is a small family, Inspector. Most of us recognize one another. Still, any information is good information.
Interesting.
It troubles me to believe Leora could have been murdered by one of our own. If there's anything else you'd like to share, you have my attention.
Helen insisted on touring the Rizzo's R&D lab.
Insisted? That's interesting.
Yeah.
We'd scheduled a tour of the lab for Helen. Purely a public relations event to be held sometime in the indeterminate future. Then again, Helen and I were not well acquainted. I can't speak to her intentions.
No? Ah, I see. Sorry, what were you going to show her during the tour? She spent a little time at the orchards. I found evidence she was at a picnic.
A picnic? At a social gathering at the orchards. I'll have to make a note of this information. Thank you for bringing this
good
to my
man,
attention.
good man.
Was there anything else?
Was there anything else? Someone stole data from one of your terminals in research and development.
That's troubling, to say the least. Any transfer of proprietary data is strictly prohibited without my permission.
Well, apparently someone cared not for your permission. You can't steal that much data without an expensive cartridge. Alright, so I can't say that because my hacking is not high enough. Whatever was in that data had to be important.
Everything in research and development is important. But you're right.
Oh, everything? Oh, I'm sorry.
Thief obviously knew what they were hunting. This feels like more than corporate espionage. Someone's playing with us, Inspector. And I have never in my life enjoyed games. Did you discover anything else?
Never in your life. Alright, I'll let you know if I learn anything else.
This incident at the orchards must be connected to Helen's murder.
Never enjoyed games,
I don't know
mind.
how,
Honestly, this
but
man.
I feel it in my marrow. My apologies, Inspector. This case is under your jurisdiction, not mine. I leave it in your
Yeah,
hands.
don't you forget it,
When you're
boyo.
ready, I suggest a word with the hotel coroner. She should have finished her autopsy by now.
Well, good. Let's go see what's happening with them then, is it? Alright. Someone's doing an autopsy. Or so I hear.
Yeah. Looks like
Ah.
he finally sent someone to clean up Helen's mess.
What the
So
hell?
that's what he's here for.
What is this?
Oh, sweet gibbering law. Where'd you come from? Sorry.
Why are you
let me
here?
just get back in character. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not what it looks like.
Who are you? And what are you doing here? Oh, what do you want?
I'm the mascot for the Rizzo's Rangers. 3-time, non-consecutive, all-halcyon champions. And what I want is to wish you a good day and be on my way. I seem to
Oh, is
have
that a
wandered
fact?
into the wrong premises. I have mistaken this penthouse for the Rizzo's Rangers locker room on account of my headgear cutting off my peripheral vision.
Yeah, I don't believe you. Look at my face. Do I look like I'm in the mood for your nonsense?
Not even a little. I am acting on behalf of Mr. Black Hole Birdie, the Holmeister, the Hack Attack. I don't have a lot of time.
The
but
Holmeister.
Mr. Birdie sent me to retrieve a message, something he recorded for Ms. Bellamy while he was off his kilter.
You're out of luck. I found it already. It's pretty
You
incriminating.
found the recording? Oh, well, that's just sweeter than a fistful of purple berry punch. Oh, law, Birdie's gonna slaughter me like a woolly cow. Will you meet me later over at the pilot house? I swear, from the bottom of my employment contract, I will tell you everything I know about Ms. Bellamy's demise.
Good man. Tell me what you know, or they'll have to rinse your remains out of that mascot outfit.
What? But I can't? Please don't hurt me. I'm sorry. I can't. Not here. I'm sorry. The Pilot House complex. Meet me there, and I'll tell you everything, I swear.
I'll think about it. Right, let's go meet him there then, come on, gang. Let's get out of here. Actually, let's level up first. Need to get my determination up a bit. Missed out on the opportunity to threaten him by breaking his legs. And our lockpick has been decreased for some reason. Check 2 on there for now. We got these are all 50s. Persuade is 100. Yep, that'll do. Let's have a look. Details. Will it tell me why there's a deficit? Ah, here we go. Elite. Ah, right. It's down 5 because of my elite troop armor gold. Oh, what's this? Want to become No! Will you stop that? If I'm going to become famous off Twitch, it will be because people watched me, not because I'm paying some stupid website to bot it. Stupid, because you're not going to get anywhere if you just bot it, are you? Exit. The lobby, please.
To the lobby we go!
Let's all go to the lobby. Right, we're going to swap out Felix for Ellie and Vicar Max for Pavati. Let's go. A quick little look here, see what games are part of the play. Ooh, Mortal Kombat 11 is part of the Xbox Optimized.
The brochure never
And it's available now.
mentioned anything about
shit.
mosquito attacks. What other dangers are they?
Yeah, me too. Because I actually have Mortal Kombat 11. I really enjoyed it. I went out of Mortal Kombat for a while. I got into it here and there. Like, you know, I played it when I was younger a little bit, and then I didn't play it for years. My brother loved Mortal Kombat. He played it a lot. He loved what's it called? Justice League. No, what was it called? The crossover between Mortal Kombat and what's going on over here? Hotel guest. Scared about something. What's going on here? Oh god. Oh god. Kill him, Ellie! Kick their ass! Right, I get the feeling this game's volume is probably a little bit too loud. Yeah. We'll drop it all by 10% because I don't wanna, like I said, I'm making a conscious effort to not have people tell me that they can't hear me. There we go. And I've already got it set so the game comes through at 50% volume, but apparently that's still not enough. At least, oh shit. On YouTube, at least, anyway. Yeah, so on this website, it appears as though all games on the website are Xbox Series X optimized, but then there's also a second thing where they can have, which is smart delivery, which I believe means if you play it on, if you buy the Xbox One version, you get the Series version as a free update. But then there's also this dual gen, which does that mean you can play cross-play between the two generations? Because I thought smart delivery was kind of dual gen. Or does that mean it doesn't matter which of the two generations you buy it on, you can play it on both without the need of an update or an upgrade? I'm not sure, but I have to look into that because I enjoy doing little sort of 20-minute, half-an-hour videos just showing you games that are optimized on the console. So I might do a few more of those on the weekend, one or two. So I want to do one for Fallout and Fallout 4 and Elder Scrolls. They have FPS boost. They don't have. They're not optimized. But enough about that. We are not here to talk about Fallout. We're here for the company that people compare to Fallout and the game that was compared to Fallout. Oh no! Of course he's dead.
Rizzo's company policy clearly states that all proprietary mascots must exhibit signs of physical life.
Puncture wounds near his collarbone. I'm having trouble finding an exit wound.
Observation, Inspector. Have you deduced a possible cause of death?
Firearms. Not a conventional weapon either. Steep your fingers. The mascot was killed by some type of giant space leech.
This unit retracts its previous statement. Please do not speculate on a possible cause of death. Medical analysis complete. This mascot was likely killed by small arms fire at close range. The firearm is unique and does not exist in this unit's database.
Smallest caliber ammunition I've ever seen. These are small wounds.
Unusually small entry wounds indicate exotic weaponry. Closest
I'm gonna swap back and forth between dumb and
1.
smart,
Incident
apparently.
involving a game of darts. 2. The Needler.
The Needler?
Yes, Inspector. The Needler. Bespoke handgun carried and wielded by Halcyon Helen. Famously deployed by Halcyon Helen in Terror on Monarch.
Huh.
This weapon was responsible for executing the Chief of the Savages, played by Spencer Woolridge.
Terror on... Oh, that's the poster you see in the main game, isn't it? Terror on Monarch. Amplifier, before we go, do you think he'd miss this, his outfit?
This unit is incapable of providing ethical advice. This unit is also incapable of answering rhetorical questions.
I'll take his things. It's potential evidence. Yeah. You glance over your shoulders to see if anyone's watching, then reach down and remove the mascot's gear. Alright, let's get out of here. What's this? Vending machine power cables. Okay. Is there anything else here? No, apparently not. See, I told you you should have told me now. And now look at you, dead. Now you can't tell me what you know. Fool. Oh, anyway, what? There's more.
Hey, you can see into the hotel rooms with that.
Wish I had a telescope like this back in the Vale. Of course, the company.
Ah, you probably can, can't you? This is interesting stuff. What's going on over here?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Where? Reveal this discrepancy to me. Is that it? There doesn't appear to be a discrepancy nearby. What on the way out? Ah, there it is.
Timeline description. This empty bottle of spirits does not belong to any known corporate brand. Suspicious residue
No?
detected.
Interesting. Strength, dumb. Tried to smash the bottle against your head. You smack the bottle against the side of your head, it makes a hollow sound. Despite your strength, the bottle doesn't crack. You smack...
The
Why
structural
isn't it doing anything?
integrity of this bottle far exceeds the quality of Rizzo's standard glassware. It has likely been made to facilitate use as a bludgeoning instrument. Unlabeled bottles designed to
I see.
withstand acts of violence likely originate from the Piraeus, owned and operated by Slug.
What else? Slug. Oh yeah, they mentioned him in the previous one, didn't they? Previous part, that is to say. Okay. So are we not gonna take it? Oh, okay. We're just leaving it apparently. That's pretty good evidence, I would have thought. Huh. Ah! Nailed it. Come on, Ellie and Pavati, let's do this. We have places to be and probably people to see. So far though, this DLC is interesting in concept but not so great in actual gameplay, because it is just running back and forth and examining clues and now and again getting attacked. Like, I assume something's going to happen now when I try to make my way back, like I did the first time. It's an interesting DLC, like I said. You know, I'm enjoying the story, and what they're making me do is fascinating to a degree. Just the actual execution of it is a bit, you know, Batman-esque without the action. Well, it's kind of like Bioshock to a degree, with the whole people going insane except they're not getting superpowers and all this sort of stuff. Is how I'm getting a slight little vibe of, you know, the downfall of Rapture from this game's sort of people going insane. Just not as good as Bioshock, obviously. No insult to the game. Not many games are as good as Bioshock. I'll just leave him to it. Alright gang, what we got?
That's the last of them.
Inspector, good to see you.
Hello.
Let me just grant you access and
My man?
welcome to the Piraeus spaceport.
Good, good. Alright then. So, whoever used that bottle got it from here. Supposedly. We are not able to confirm that. Let me check something. Also has auto HDR. I'm not sure if I've said that. So, you know, it improves the game's visuals and like colors and shading and what have you from standard, you know, parameters, I guess, to HDR, which is the high dynamic range from a standard dynamic range, or simple. I don't know what the S stands for, but it's either standard, simple. Can't be could be small dynamic range, but that feels a bit. I don't know. That one doesn't sound so good. Small dynamic range.
Hey, you!
Slight
We've been
dynamic
looking for
range.
you, and by we,
Why?
I mean Slug. Been real busy
Why?
sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Slug Light Underground.
It's kind of what I
don't
do.
like that much.
He's trying so hard. It's actually kind of sad.
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm, draw!
What? Okay, so this is a
You wanna
farce.
say that again, pal?
Charm. You're not really Slug, are you? It's okay, you can tell me.
Piss. Why'd we decide to do this? Hey, any chance we could reschedule? Maybe do this whole showdown business? Never?
Get out of here.
You don't need to tell us twice. Come on, all. Let's get the hell out of here.
Fuck, they're over there! God, why are they talking to me from so far away? I'd be shouting.
This port seems real busy. Wonder if they're
Somehow,
Does it?
I
It
don't
seems
think the
like a
freelancers
ghost
and
town.
sublight agents are staying at the Grand Colonial.
I haven't seen anyone.
Hey, I saw
Yeah,
your ship.
4 people.
Reliable, right? It's a real beauty.
Yeah, thanks. It's my ship. Get your own.
What do you want?
Black Hole Bertie. Yo, Black Hole Bertie, right?
Not so loud. How'd you know it was me?
Why not? I'm an inspector. And a damn good one.
Yeah, that makes sense. You must be a good one to sniff me out. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto.
Incognito.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's kinda neato. Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice. But I'm stumped. And not very clever. Being
I
bright
can tell.
was always Helen's thing.
Chin up, man. I'm an inspector. And I'm not very bright either.
Oh, so you're the inspector. Hope you have more luck figuring things out than me. Probably want to ask me some questions, huh? I'm
So
sure
he's
you're asking
dumb as
everybody
well.
questions, so you can find Helen's killer. So, how do I help?
I'm sorry to... But did you do it? You realize how bad things look for you, right?
You saying... You really think I had something to do with her death? Is that what you're saying to me right now? Because if you think I'd... Deep breaths, Birdie. In and out. Deep breath. Helen was the love of my life. She was really someone special.
But she loved somebody else, didn't she, punk?
I'd have done anything for her.
So you killed her.
Anything.
So where were you when she was murdered?
Getting blotto with the rest of the Rangers. You know,
What?
soaked, muddled, preserved.
Drunk is the
What?
medical term.
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said we should move elsewhere.
Practice
What's the
body
matter?
tackling. Jeez. I'm deeply disappointed. I didn't get to see all this. Where'd you
We
go?
ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly cow. There was this one
Pet a
cow
woolly
off
cow.
away from the others.
Okay, okay.
Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have maybe, you know, stolen her.
What did you steal a cow for?
No, we were drunk, and we made bad choices. She was all alone. I don't know
Oh,
how
yeah.
it feels now. It's so hard to be all by your lonesome. My memory's a little muddled after that.
She's alone, so we steal her.
Me and the team got split up, because I know I was on my own at the pilot house for a time.
Can anyone from the pilot house back that up?
I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her data pad for safekeeping, right? She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief.
Huh. Why do you think she couldn't get it herself?
I didn't ask. On account of she asked me in a note sent to my hotel room. Paper usually ain't too chatty. That's a joke.
It's a bad one. Don't quit tossball,
Helen
Bertie.
thought I was funny. I found the data pad at the weather station, like Helen said, but then a guard found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. So dark, she couldn't tell who I was.
So you're sure this guard couldn't ID you?
Real sure. It was dark as night gets. Plus, I've got small veins. Anyway, I didn't
What?
much feel like trying to
What's that got to do
explain
with
why I
anything?
was
Small
out there,
veins?
or why I was drunk and holding someone else's data pad, and also maybe crying a little. So I booked it. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone.
What the bronzed the toss ball in the Friday. What the fuck is this terminology? Did anyone else see you that night? Think hard. Anyone? Anywhere else?
Yeah, I mean, no. Nope. No one else.
Oh, he's lying. Alright. Having a witness only benefits you, unless you have something to hide.
I don't. All we did was talk, I swear. It's just, I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble.
Well, it's too late now. If you don't want to talk, if you don't want to talk to good inspector, maybe bad inspector will change your mind. Ellie?
No idea how long I've wanted to do this. Listen up, sprat fuck. You're in big trouble.
I am?
Hey, I'm asking the questions here. From now on, you don't talk until I tell you to. And when I do,
Oh yeah, you tell him.
sing like a terror ray.
What, terror rays can sing? When did this happen?
Wait, do they?
Roll up your sleeves, lean on the table
If you're
casually.
our only source. While you've been here nursing your conscience, your friends have been talking. And it's not looking good for you, Birdie. If that even is your real name.
You've been lying about that too? What will your
Am I
fans think?
supposed to answer that?
What did I tell you about asking questions? You're gonna tell us what we want to know, or you're gonna find out what the
This is
inside of
stupid.
the
I
heart
love
of
it.
this looks like.
Help me help you, Bertie. Tell me what we need to know.
Okay, I'll tell you everything. Just, please, don't make me talk to her. Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric
Oh
West.
fuck, I got an achievement there.
Hangs
Shit
out
myself
around
then.
the spaceport.
Mutt
He's
and
the one who
Jeff.
taught me the
Ask the
breathing
companion to
exercises
be
I
the
used
bad
to calm
inspector.
down.
Yeah. Your bookie, murderous confidant, secret paramour with whom you're having a torrid affair.
Confidant is like confidence. What's torrid mean?
I knew the last one was a
You're
stretch.
a real weird guy. You know that? So now you have the whole story. After I talked to Auric, I went back to the hotel. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers. Don't know if I'll ever drink again.
So look, Isn't that a beer you're drinking?
Oh, I mean the hard stuff. Beer doesn't count. Anyway, you ought to take Helen's datapad. Maybe you'll
Thank
have
you.
better luck understanding her notes. Either she was writing in code
Confirm
or I'm dumber
Bernie's
than a bag of
alibi.
hammers. I tried for hours to crack her notes, but it's like I said. Being bright was Helen's thing.
Thanks, I'll take a look at them.
Okay. And listen, I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. And
Alright.
it'd be handy to have a guy like me around, in case anybody gives
Why's
you
that?
trouble.
I can't let a suspicion. Sorry, Bertie. It's better if you're not involved. I'm really more of a lone canid type.
I get it. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial.
We'll go for the suspect one.
Unless you need me for anything else.
Can we ask him anything else?
What do you
We'll
want to
save
know?
a few more questions. Why do you have the mascot pull that little stunt over the recording in Helen's room?
I remember sending her the recording, but law, I was halfway to preserved by then. I don't know what was on it. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. If I'd said something dumb, folks might think I was involved in her death. I was scared of looking suspicious.
I see. So you were involved, what you're trying to say here. I found the recording. There's nothing incriminating on
You
it.
listened to it? What'd I say to Helen? Did I sound drunk?
No, not at all. It was very sweet. You merely said you loved her.
Thank the architect. I hope she heard it. I don't want the last time she heard my voice to be when I was all angry at the orchards.
Alright. That's everything. Alright, gang. Let's get out of here. We gotta confirm his alibi first.
Hey, pal. Over here. Hey there. You looking to unwind,
Hi.
friend? Maybe you're on your way to
No.
the bar for a good time? Maybe you're
No.
interested in something a little better than beer or Adreno? Something with a little
What?
more kick?
What? Better than beer?
Plain, I know. But I wouldn't lie to you, friend. The name's
Where do you got me
Ori.
from? I don't even know
I
you.
deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals, natural substances and the
Oh,
like.
God.
You know, alternative stuff. I know.
Drugs.
I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. I get it. I do. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Says it right on the Anti-Cleo's box. Better than nature, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret.
That's weird.
now. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are as good for you as the board wants you to believe.
Obviously. Yeah, I've noticed as much.
Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No
So
matter
this
what
guy
else
who's like a
you-
shady
I got
dealer
what you
is
need.
selling you organic stuff. Alright, I'd like to ask you some questions about Bertie Holcomb.
Wait, you ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff.
I'm a freelance investigator brought in to investigate the death of Halcyon
I'll be
Helen.
honest, I don't really know where that puts us.
I'm not here to bring you any trouble. I just want to talk.
All right, fine. Yeah, I know Birdie. So what?
Well, that was easy. Heard you taught Bertie some breathing techniques.
Yeah, that was me. Birdie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He's trying to work on it.
Let's have a look. Was Bertie with you the night Halcyon Helen was killed?
Yeah. Damn shame about that. Birdie thought the world of Helen, you know? He showed up drunk at my place
Yeah?
wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way. I'd never seen him like that before. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water and get some sleep.
How do you know
He may
Bertie?
or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted
Ah.
fluorescence here, a little vitamin B negative there.
Vitamin B negative. Black hole Bertie has a substance problem?
Nah. What Birdie's got is a stress problem. He's stressed out of his mind.
Okay, okay.
Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. Then you throw in playing tossed ball for a living. Violence like that, it does things to a body. It does things to the head.
Yeah, sounds about right. What do you mean toss ball does things to the head?
Come on. Birdie's a damn good hacker, but taking that many blows to the noggin would scramble anyone's upstairs business. I know it's knocked a few of his memories loose. I worry about him, that's all. He's a good kid. Got a good heart.
Right, there's enough of that. So we confirmed his alibi. He really did see this guy at some point. Doesn't mean he didn't kill her before meeting him. But I don't think Bertie did it after actually talking to him. And I feel a bit bad for being mean in some of my dialogue options. Ah, not the brain eaters, whose brains are completely exposed for some reason. What's this? Administrator. Oh, I've got to talk to the administrator again. See, that's the problem with this DLC that I don't like. It's mainly go there, talk to them, find some clues, go back and talk to the administrator, or whatever his name was. Yeah, administrator. Go back, find some more clues, go talk to the administrator. It's like that's the only thing about it I don't like. That's what I mean. It's kind of like the sort of gameplay they do for Batman games, with the you know, being an investigator and hunting for clues and stuff, but it just doesn't work quite as well for me. I feel like this would have been way better if this wasn't the main focus of the DLC. That, you know, maybe a quest or two has you doing this, and then there's something else that you're doing at the same time. Yeah, get me up. I can't be asked to listen to it every time. Halcyon Helen's dead.
Inspector.
Alright. Inspector. I managed to track down Black Hole Bertie.
I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate.
Unfortunate and suspicious. This isn't a good look for Bertie. Bertie's something of a character, but he's harmless. I feel a little bad for him.
Try not to feel too bad for him. Bertie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit.
Yeah, I suppose. His teammates are a bad influence on him. There was this incident with a woolly cow.
Yes, I know about the woolly cow. Constable Keene had Bertie's teammates arrested for unauthorized inebriation of livestock. Bertie himself was nowhere to be found during the incident. Ironically, if Keene had arrested him, he'd have the perfect alibi. Be plain with me,
yeah,
Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Bertie killed Helen?
I don't. I really don't.
I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I'd hate to see him processed for murder, but we need to be absolutely sure. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation.
I shall. Bertie needs to be locked up, just to keep him out of trouble. By the way, Bertie agreed to stay at the Grand Colonial.
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Bertie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. If you're through
how did you know he was there? I didn't tell you he was there.
I recommend looking into Cedric Kincannon. He's been entirely too comfortable
Cedric
since we began this investigation.
Okay.
I don't trust Cedric when he's comfortable.
Alright then. Let's go see this Cedric character, shall we? What are we doing here? Dialogue, those are all fine as they are. Put that, yeah, go on, put that on 50 then. What perks? 2 perks. What can we do here? I don't know what I want. I can't, like, you know, it doesn't really matter. Fast travel while over encumbered. Yes, please. Additional ammo, consumables, weapon Ooh, yeah, weapon and armor durability. Takes longer to go down. Basically, I believe is what that said. I'm gonna stick with the same team for now. Rizzo's Spectrum. If it's brown... oh, never mind. See, that's the only downside to these really, really good loading screens, is you don't get a good... oh yeah, if it's brown, drink it down. I do love these fast loading screens, though, I'm not gonna lie.
And I bet you believed Halcyon Helen's death was the worst.
Ooh. Was there thunder in the background then, or was that just that light effect? Like the hexagons or whatever shape they are. They keep flashing too fast for me to see them properly. It's like the sun glare, isn't it? Is what it is. I think it might have just been that and I didn't look at it properly, so it kind of looked like a lightning bolt. Alright, let's do this. We're going back to the docks, apparently. Alright. What you got for me? What's this? Harbour Master Office.
Or slug, I guess. I can't shake the feeling they had something to do with Ms. Helen's death.
You're not allowed up with no...
Well now, this is unexpected. I'm torn. I despise rudeness toward Eileen, who is entirely invaluable to Slug, and yet I do enjoy this bold, dare I say brash, approach you're taking. Now then.
Thank you.
Here for my alibi, I assume?
Yes. Later. First, I want an explanation for that nonsense outside.
Another murder? Drunk Raptidons? Black hole birdie practicing.
Drunk Raptidons? What the hell?
Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing.
I had a run-in with some slug agents.
Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself.
How did thugs get their hands on slug gear?
Uniforms do seem to go missing from the hotel laundry with impressive regularity. Easy enough for someone to nick a few.
Now ask yourself this.
I suppose.
Why would anyone give thugs slug gear and send them after you?
Clearly, whoever's behind this wants to pit me against Slug.
Right again, Inspector. But I can't fathom
nailed it.
who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
Presumably, Ludovico. More than anyone, given your work relationship.
You said it, not me.
So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry.
I'd like to think
for the
not.
trouble, Inspector.
With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder.
Yes, that would be great. Let's hear it.
See. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine?
No. And where would I find Elliot Nasser to verify that?
Excellent question. I had his body dropped off the edge of the land complex. I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe it dissolved? Ultimately, though, it doesn't matter. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people.
And how am I supposed to trust anything you say?
As I said, you shouldn't. If it helps, however,
I see.
you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune.
So Helen's death is a net loss for Slug.
Considering a
That's what
line
you tell
of
me here.
commemorative merchandise. Still, that's nothing compared to what Helen would have made us in the long run.
I'd offer to assist you in your
True.
work, but I have a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid.
Oh yeah, what's that? Anything I should look into?
You may very well want to. This particular trouble strikes me as not unrelated to your investigation. Items are
Do tell.
disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
I see, I see. What's the connection to Helen's murder?
I'm not sure. I'm only confident there is one. That the thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely demise.
So, you think they're stealing your stuff
I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector.
to help kill
I
her?
do not trust it.
I guess I don't guarantee I can't guarantee the theft isn't related to the
I
murder.
certainly wouldn't take that bet. Regardless, this will be fun.
Could have stole weapons
You
to
out
shoot
in the
her.
field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator.
I'll say this once, whoever's behind this is going to jail, not to
You
you.
do recall, Inspector, that I'm not to be trusted? But certainly, whatever you say. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman.
This guy's interesting, I like him.
Myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking.
Shoot.
If she won't cooperate, tell me, and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
Before
Was
I
there
get
something
started,
else you wanted to discuss?
see if there's anything worth asking him. I have some question about Helen. Why does Ludovico hate you so much
The original
anyway?
incident? Well, I made him an offer he should have refused.
And now he regrets doing business with you?
Excellent deduction, Inspector. Our combative relationship stems from paperwork, mundanely enough. Rizzo's contracted Sublight to construct the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Had Lou wanted Rizzo's to retain full control of Eridanos, he shouldn't have skimmed the revised contract I sent him. Lou's an administrator, for law's sake. I thought he would adore all the fine print I added.
So you tricked him.
Think of it this way. It was a test, and he failed. It was all perfectly legal, too, which irked Lou to no end. My power grab, as Lou called it, planted the seed of hatred. And Lou, obsessed with what should have been, has made sure to water it daily with his bitterness and anger.
I see, I see. Nurturing a grudge is an ugly thing. You should make peace with him.
Alas, I can't. I am, first and foremost, the head of Slug, and it simply wouldn't be good for business. Slug's control of Eridanos is a crucial step in my long-term plans for Sublight. The board needs to see irrefutable proof we are a respectable, legitimate business.
Why do you care so much what the board thinks?
Because one day soon, Sublight will obtain a seat on it. Meanwhile, our dear administrator is still laser-focused on old slights, which can be a nuisance. He's grown increasingly desperate to catch Slug with our hand in the proverbial cookie jar as of late, convinced we're involved in less than legal business opportunities.
Ah. Which of course
I wish
you
I
are.
could wink, but it always looks like I have something caught in my eye. Very well.
I have some questions about Helen. Did you have many dealings with Helen?
Helen was strangely curious about the private business operations around Eridanos. She said it was role research, but how much business know-how does one actor truly need for an action picture? I also arranged to have Helen supplied with mag picks, bypass shunts, and other hacking tools. She wanted to buy in bulk.
In bulk, you say? Why did you help her?
Because she paid me to, Inspector. Besides, Helen was enjoying the company.
Sorry.
She was confident, resourceful, determined, not unlike you, now that I consider it.
If you didn't kill her, any idea on who would want her dead?
That is the question, isn't it, Inspector? Tell me,
Yes, that's why I asked
do
it.
you really believe Helen's death was a mere crime of passion? Or one of petty career jealousy? Hmm?
I'm not willing to rule anything out yet.
A smart approach, Inspector. And yet, this murder is
Yet?
bigger than Miss Helen's personal life. Bigger than her latest moving picture.
I'm
Her
listening.
actions in the time leading up to her death do not align with those of an actor on Eridanos solely to promote Spectrum Brown. Stay sharp, Inspector. Now is not the time to lose focus. Because whoever did kill Helen is not going to come forward so easily.
Well, obviously. I know that's stupid. You know more than you're telling
I
us.
might. I just might. Your point, Inspector?
It's not a good look for a murder suspect.
Am I an official suspect then? Intriguing. I'll look forward to how it all plays out. Be very careful, Inspector. I'd very much like to see you still around for the grand finale, whenever it comes, whatever shape it takes.
Is he threatening me? That's all I wanted to know.
One moment, if you please, Inspector. I've answered your questions. I believe it's my turn to ask you a question now. What
All right.
or who made you decide to investigate me?
You're one of Eridanos' major players. It only makes sense.
Understandable. A man of my standing would naturally be tied up in all this, whether he wishes to be or not. Now then, did you need anything else?
No. Alright, he said I can have a little nose around now, didn't he? Ah, timeline discrepancy, eh? There's a hand cannon. What's this? Alright, here we go.
This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed
strange.
to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
Short-range transmission capabilities. The retriever must be somewhere nearby.
Figured that out just by looking at it? Huh. We ought to talk shop one of these days.
Inspector,
Well, you
please
know.
consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location.
Speak into the bug. Whoever's listening, I'm coming for you. Speak into the bug.
Or
Moo!
woolly cow impression transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range.
Moo. How long has this been here?
Inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface.
Interesting, interesting. Examine the surrounding area.
Within a 0.5 meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles.
It's not very dusty then. Must have been placed fairly
That is
recently.
highly likely, Inspector.
Conclude the examination.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
What's this?
A cursory fingerprint analysis shows this display case was recently opened or closed.
That gun on the bottom looks special. Has it been customized?
Confirmed. The grip has been modified for a specific wielder, most likely the rifle's owner. Additionally, the plasma rifle
most
sights
likely.
appear to have been realigned to better accommodate a shooter with slight myopia in one eye.
Analyze the fingerprints further.
Belong to Cedric Kincannon.
As I expected. Not that someone couldn't have access to cabinet using gloves, you consider, but the simplest solution is often the right one, or simplest.
Oh, I admire
Alright.
my rifle. Had it custom fitted by a woman on Monarch.
Yeah? So it's an interesting cabinet. That appears to be all the discrepancies here, unless... Right, no corpses in the shitter, so we're good. Foreman, so I get... Oh, can I jump down? Ah, probably safest just to go this way, isn't it?
If I were the killer, I'd hide the body in one of those crates. No one would find it for years.
Yeah, but clearly the killer didn't want the body to never be found. Where's the map? Oh, wait a minute. Journal, here we go. Ask the foreman you've discovered... Alright, yeah, so we'll talk to the foreman first, then go to the listening device. I love how we just moved into it. Moo! Now they'll think it's an actual cow.
Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh,
do you know who I am?
A second. You're the inspector. Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in.
Yeah, damn right you will, boy.
Wonder how many of these boxes fell off the back of the loader.
So this DLC has another achievement, like the first DLC, which is for finding, I guess, all of the new legendaries or scientific weapons. Ah, here we go. What the hell? Ah, there it is. I can't analyze it.
The biology of this
there we
sprat
go.
Is highly unusual. This sprat has been in
How
contact
so?
with multiple parasites, yet shows no symptoms of infection.
Medicine. Sprats do have highly adaptive immune
An
systems.
excellent point, Inspector. The unique immunological subsystem found in sprats is advantageous in fending off parasites, pathogens, and other biological threats.
Why is this sprat so big? What is this huge sprat doing here anyway?
Based on slug records of board-issued punitive sanctions against sublight salvage and shipping, this sprat is most likely intended for cage fighting.
Cage fighting? Why is this sprat so big?
Analysis of this organism's anatomy suggests it was bred deliberately for its unusually large size.
I don't know what you were feeding him, but he is too damn big! I guess that's everything done there. Alright, any discrepancies over here?
I guess they use this place to unwind. A cargo container?
All in!
You'd think they'd get in trouble if they were caught.
This is probably one of those... let me quickly check what the achievement guns are. Achievements, so we got your secret achievement, 44%. Spectrum. Acquire Spectrum, Gatling, the Needler, and Udder Buddy. So the woolly cows, I guess, is going to give me the Udder Buddy. A Gatling gun, God knows. Probably a side quest of some kind. And the Needler is obviously Halcyon Helen's weapon. They mentioned it a few times. So I guess I'll get that from the killer. Brrr. Right. Point of interest, workbench. Yeah, not of interest to me. Quest though, is it? Ah, we can't go in there. Nothing of interest over here. Alright, to the foreman. Alright, Ella.
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boston
Indubitably.
said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing. Gosh, this
How
is so
did you
neat.
know?
A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect?
I've had to take down a few perps, yeah.
Perps? Just like a real inspector. Right, so the missing cargo.
I love this woman already. She's amazing. What's the culprit been stealing?
The weird part. There's no pattern far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you,
Okay.
who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop?
Sounds like our perps not fencing the stolen
Yeah,
goods.
probably not. No one's dumb enough to think Spacer's Choice Sabers are worth half a damn. Then there's the most recent theft.
No, who would buy
5 boxes
Spacer's
of
Choice
pens
stuff?
And a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder.
I see what you mean about there not being a pattern.
Well, I'm no inspector. If there is one, I'm sure you'll find it.
Goes without saying, really, though, doesn't it? Who's had access to the cargo?
Freight storage and processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access
Shipping
there,
yard, you
Benton
say?
King, he's the shipping yard manager. He told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo.
Automex? Maybe there's a problem with the automex. Could Benton have anything to do with it?
Benton's too lazy for crime. The extra work would kill him. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead.
Is he dead?
Brain dead, maybe. But no. My point is that if you think the automechs are a lead, you'll have to check on them yourself. Hopefully, you're mechanically
I would
inclined.
help, but I'm dead. I like this man's style. Alright.
Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare keycard made. It's all yours.
Oh, look at you. Anything on there I should know about?
Oh no. I forgot to delete all of those incriminating messages I sent about which cargo to steal. Nah. I do have a list of cargo that's gone missing, though, if that helps any.
You're joking with me, as duly noted. Don't blame me if I beat your ass for making fun of me. Insert the keycard, incoming, we got this one here. If you want to read it, it is there for you to pause. Again, if you want to read it, we got this one here for you for a moment. Outgoing, start with this one. Right, I'll wait for there for you. Scroll it down. We're missing cargo again! Oh, you've got to get the whole one there for you to pause if you want to read it all. And the last one. Oh, yeah, it's just a long one. Alright, so we'll leave it there for a second if you want to pause it. And we got 6891, so we go to there. There you go. So that should be just enough time for you to actually pause that in between there. Oh no, that's all the messages. Okay.
Got it. Heads down.
Ninja.
Nicely done.
Nothing to see here, just an inspector in... What was this? Examine. Princess of Hemestus's copper locket. This locket contains a small picture of a young, dashing woman. On the interior door of the locket, the following is inscribed: "Even if we have to live out the rest of our lives in exile, you'll always be royalty to me. Yar Asara." Any discrepancies in here? Alright, you're clean. Let's roll. Good. Ah, I missed my landing. Wrong button. Oh, I gotta get some of the good stuff.
You're being absurd, Brett.
Right, let's check over here, make sure there's no discrepancy. Pop up on... Can I jump up there? I can. Anything back here? I can't open this big door. I could just walked up that little convenient ramp.
Ooh, fragile.
Right.
Look at me.
Okay, so there are no discrepancies around here.
All wrapped up.
Oh, I can't climb up on there. Alright, fine. So we finished in here for now. So we want to go and find where that retriever is. Oh no, before we do that. Sell all junk. Free me a little bit of space. See, from one side it's a ball ache that if I need to do something like in real life and I don't want to ruin the flow of the stream, my way around that before would be, I'll just quickly do it while it's in the loading screen. Now the new gen console, or consoles I assume, I actually have a PS5 on the way, so very soon I'll be able to start streaming some Demon Souls, or analyze.
The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat
Thanks, Sherlock.
grime-covered.
Somewhat grime covered. Ew, how long has it been on the ground?
Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death.
Interesting. Any clues as to who put it
Due
in
to the high
here?
level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed the device.
Take the receiver. So they put it in the toilet for some reason. Alright. What's our next objective? Hacked my... Ah, right. Okay. Oh, it's hacked.
Hardline discrepancy detected nearby.
Damaging company property will be...
Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive
Ah, is that a
protocol has been
fact?
modified to include an additional trigger.
Identify the new trigger.
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed.
Interesting. Scan for signs of unusual behavior.
Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
And define standard defensive protocol.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive
Makes
protocol
sense.
targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Let's have a look inside this automech.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
Inspiration 45. We can do this one. Pavati, think you can disable the failsafe? Or I can lockpick it, unlock the mechanical's access panel. Oh, well, this is a more difficult one, so let's rep our power here.
Panel is open. Please be sure to close the access panel when you are done.
I will. Engineering, disable the failsafe.
Failsafe successfully disabled. Kill mode deactivated.
Yeah. View the most recent added data log.
Data log 17C.
View the most recent data log added, or added data log. Looks like the automech has instructions to skim random cargo every 1 to 4 days. Interesting. There's also an instruction to steal a specific package, shipment 6857. Curious. What was in shipment 6875? I said 57, didn't I? 6875.
Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists.
Conclude investigation.
Entering standby mode. Have a nice day.
I will. And not even because you told me to. I will because I was going to anyway. Damn machines think they can tell me what to do. Is this a matter of going here and go upstairs?
I'm busy.
Ah! So you tried talking to me before, but then this time it's like, I'm busy. Oh. Nothing to see here. Let me try something. Let's do a new save here. If I open this...
What do you think you're...
Lie. Nothing at all.
I got my eye on.
Right, come on gang, get in here. Pavati, if you please. Right, we got a toilet. Anything